Welcome to the HeyCS podcast. My name is Tyrone Tan, and today our guest is Sarah Arecco. She's the head of customer success at Antavo. Welcome, Sarah.
Hi, Tyrone. Nice to see you.
Likewise. All right. So I'm really excited for you to share with us about some success that you had at Antavo. And I just wanted to just ask you, tell us a story about what was the world like or the challenge that you had at Antavo and how did it get better?
Yeah, absolutely. I think one of the main challenges was in regards to renewals. Renewals weren't really handled inside of Antavo before in a very proactive way. We have an auto renewal clause at the end of the contract, but there wasn't necessarily an upsell, which I'm coming from a sales background. So for me, that was just something that I really wanted to tackle immediately. And what we did was just increase the level of proactiveness that we would exercise during renewals.
All right. So the tell us more about the solutions that you implemented and let's just start off with why don't you go ahead and start it off?
Yeah, absolutely. So, first of all, the thing you need to know is that Antavo operates in loyalty programs for consumers. So, we work with big brands and retailers such as KFC or Benefit Cosmetics. And in their loyalty program, there are loyalty members. So, when you go to one of their stores and you register, you become a member. And we've linked our pricing to that system. So, the more members they has, the more money they're going to pay in license fee to Antavo. That gave us the opportunity to build a renewal model that is much more data driven because we can see the monthly enrollment rates and generally how many annual enrollments they have, and therefore make a forecast on how many they're going to have in about 2 or 3 years based on the length of the contract and renewal that we're negotiating. And that basically puts the customer in a much more receptive position to receive the price increase because we're actually bringing data. And their success is our success. We're really connecting on a success level and making the success of their loyalty program also our victory, and we're growing together.
Can you share with us about this concept of cross-team collaboration?
Yeah, absolutely. So because it's good for the customer and it's good for us, we do try to collaborate as much as possible with also our customers to try and increase their acquisition rate. So our customer success is very consultative, and we are all loyalty experts, and we do try to bring the most out for our customers. And also inside of the teams, everybody's always aware when renewals are upcoming. So we collaborate on that as well to make sure the customer is very calm during the period. There are no tickets. There are no incidents of any sort, so that we can ensure a successful renewal.
And how about the data-driven renewals? Did you introduce that concept?
Yeah, so we thought that we didn't have a very strong process before in place. And for me, doing things data driven is honestly the only way to do it. I wouldn't know how to do it in any other way. And you can only be as successful when you just go into a conversation about renewal to a customer and just say, oh, it's because of inflations and we are a SaaS platform, so we need to be price increase every couple of years.
Okay. And then regarding customer acquisition assistance, can you share with us about what that means exactly? Because it kind of sounds like you became partners with your customers and advocates.
Absolutely. We really wanted to celebrate with our customers and again, connect all of our successes together. So we have a very consultative approach. We bring them ideas from the market. We bring inspirations from other customers and tactics that we have worked already in the past. More or less, I would say 30% minimum of a CSM's time is spent on doing research on the market to see what are other people doing and what can we bring as inspiration to our customers to help them grow their customer base. And that is really helping, obviously, also on renewal conversation. And we do so on any other topic from engagement and spend and acquisition as well, of course.
So, what was the overall outcome of this initiative that you were able to create with Antavo?
Yeah, that makes me very happy. We increased our net retention revenue by 20 percent point, which is absolutely amazing. And it was a great achievement for everybody. I think it was quite the achievement.
Now, one of the things that I forgot to ask you about that was pretty innovative is called Voice of the Customer. Can you expand on that?
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, that's also one of the things that I really think of with our renewal rate and our success in renewals. Because we've started recording everything and every interaction that we have with our customers. That means that after a call with a customer, whether it is coming in customer success or customer support or implementation teams, our teams report in a Google form, very easy. What the customer shared, what feedback did they share about people, about our communication, about our products, processes, anything about us. And then we have customer experience team, which is also part of my team, that analyzes all of these insights and categorizes them based on negative, very negative, positive, very positive, etc. And then because of that, we are able to build a net positive sentiment score. And that also has increased. Last year, we were averaging around 20% on net positive sentiments. This year, we're averaging around 40%, which makes me incredibly happy.
That is amazing. And is it my understanding? So, you actually, I mean, to implement that with not just your team, but with, with the other departments, how, how did you do it? Because you're actually having to ask individuals to buy in on a concept, a new concept of asking questions, listening, and then documenting that information. How did you do it?
That's a great question. It was hard. It was very, very hard. I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't easy at all. But what we did was start with monthly reports, and then we did quarterly reports. But what really set us off was doing the yearly report, which was shared with every single team and the management team as well. So we took even departments that don't usually have a lot of news about customers, such as finance or HR, etc. And we put them in a room, explained what we were doing, and everybody suddenly, because it got so much attention, they said, "Oh, but I have something more to say about this. I don't necessarily agree, or I have more to say about this topic." So everybody started to contribute much more because they saw the value and the influence that what we produce was having on the whole company.
That is amazing. So, you've had a lot of success in hiring other customer success managers. What are some of the characteristics, human skills, soft skills? What are some of the things that you look for? And what makes a good CSM, but then what makes an amazing or great CSM? What are some of those things?
Absolutely. So usually when I'm hiring, I'm looking for someone that is easy to work with because we need to spend a lot of time together and we really need to strategize together about customers. And our team is very tight. We all have each other's backs. We are also friends outside of work, which is really great. So for me, it's important to bring in a person that can fit inside of this team, but more in terms of skills, then we're looking usually for someone who has already had customer success experience. But I do love to hire from sales as well, mostly because I am coming from sales, so I need to give back to my old sales community. And there are a lot of transferable skills as well between sales and customer success. And having that commercial background of really doing active listening and really doing hearing out the customers and hearing what their needs are is really, really important.
So I've heard that in the customer success manager role, it can be highly stressful. And for some locations, how are you guys able to maintain, let's just say, the stress involved because it's high pressure. You're trying to make your clients happy. It doesn't always happen the way you want to. There's just pressure coming left and right. What do you guys do to help relieve some of that pressure?
We have a very strong and tight team, so we're all there for one another. And usually we just try to find the funny aspect of what's happening. And ultimately, it's probably not going to be funny for a week, maybe even a month, but at some point it is going to become funny. And we do, because we're a full remote team and we are all in different locations, we do have meetings just to chat as well. So to not talk about work, but we can talk about what we're gonna do during the weekend, about any worry that we have about our holidays, anything that we want. And that definitely helps in relieving some of the pressure.
So, if for those individuals who are out there looking for a customer success manager role, what would be some tips of advice that you would have for them that as a hiring manager that you could say this could help you?
Yeah. I think the biggest advice is be yourselves, really, because one of the things that I'm looking out the most is authenticity. You need to be authentic. You have a personality, show it and show it off. And that's because that's how you also build relationship with your colleagues, but also with your customers. If your customers feel the ease and the comfort to share with you more of their lives, that's when you've done a great job. So be authentic, be yourself, because I'm sure you all have great personalities. So show them off, because otherwise we're all robots, and nobody wants that.
Fantastic. Well, Sarah, I really want to thank you for coming onto our podcast and congratulations on your success. And it just sounds like you guys are just absolutely soaring. So keep up the great work.
Thank you so much, Tyrone.
Okay, take care.